Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. As soon as I ended the last video, just moments after, the MAM research completed, and we were greatly rewarded. This is the type of thing I was looking for. Oil-based alternate recipe. But to be good, we'll look at the other ones as well. Yeah, adding some rubber to some reinforced plate would be kind of neat. Coke and iron for better steel. It's slightly better. Current recipe is 1-to-1, I believe, on regular coal. So that one's actually pretty good. But this is the one we're taking because we're focused on oil. So recycle plastic. Good stuff. And we'll do a little bit of... I should want that compacted coal, but I don't want it at the cost of a hard drive. At least not right now. How hard would it be to actually get the Explorer? The problem is we don't need the Explorer right now. We need to find oil. Build a little oil platform. Waiting for a ping. Okay. The location is obvious. Okay. So there's our oil. Let's make sure that we have a reasonable inventory. Like, do we need 16 computers in our inventory? Probably not. Cool to have those, but don't need them in our inventory. We probably want to make shards. Shards are always good to have around. We'll say that. I don't think we need the heavy quite yet. Probably don't need the sulfur on us. Or that, or that. Quartz, no. We'll keep silica, and we'll keep the shards or the crystals just in case we want to label something or crazy. It's unlikely, but never know. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Grab a couple extra of these. Concrete's a little low. We can grab that on the way out. Oh, but we have a list of to-do items. Well, we should get those first. Let's see, what does this bench have to offer us? The motors we need, -5. The modular frames we need, and some extras. We need stators, rotors, and just a little bit of motors. We should have all of those. Maybe not in abundance, but we have all of those. Stators. Actually, we have a really good amount of stators. Rotors. Not a lot, but enough. And motors. Not a lot, but enough. And then we'll just grab one, 2 extra. All right. And we originally were going to do a separate base with which direction is this? A separate base with its own coal power plant. Now that I think about it, we probably don't need all that stuff that we just put in our inventory, because we're just going to run a wire. I mean, why not? So that means we don't need these coal generators. We still need the water extractors, though. And, by the way, I just thought of something, but now I forgot what it was. That was quick. Let's just head out there. We're going to run a wire from somewhere around here. Oh, I remember now. We started off with research. And then we did a little bit of prep. And now we're going to do the build. But in the meantime, let's start another hard drive. Right. Got distracted because I was thinking about doing the quartz to do this, but if I'm going to run a pole out there, I mean, I guess it'd make it easier to come back, but let's just go for it. All right. It is power pole building simulator. It's just easier. I mean, right now we're due... Uh-oh. We've already missed something. Always good to check your work. Right now we are making a good chunk of power more than we're using, so no reason to add the complexity of a separate base to the mix. We'll just have the annoyance of building power poles. This beach looks like it should have a freighter on it. I don't think we've done a scan around these parts for a freighter. Is there anything secret and magical behind that waterfall? No. Looks like it's just a waterfall. Oh well. Gotta check. This bush is floating. Okay. Back to it. Oh wait, while we're here, let's do a spin for our hard drive. Ooh, what was that? Oh. False signal. It was probably a barrel nut or something. That's a cool shot. All right, let's see if we can cross the water here. Earlier, it didn't look like it was that deep. Oh, that was easy. Are we still connected? We are. Somehow I went into power pole mode without the power pole being connected. All right, so we're here. Like maybe this is our flag. This game could use flags, by the way. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a tease. It's a super tease. Okay, I think... Yeah, I don't know what I... Oh, I searched for crude oil. Okay, good. I want the map, though. That's why go looking at them if I can just mouse over. All right, 2 normals and a pure. I mean, obviously for this operation, we're going to want the pure. It's probably not a requirement necessarily, but why deal with the lesser amounts? Oh. Where am I going? My touch typing has been destroyed by gaming. There we go. I think I'm too far away now. So it's straight ahead. Wow, there are a lot of mobs around here. Maybe that's because that's where the pure oil is. Who knows? There's the oil. Oh, I'm almost dead. Hold on. Sheesh. Poor Lizzo doggo. Watching me slaughter all the wildlife. You should cautiously back away. Let's see here. We don't need those right now. We do need access to water, so it's a good thing we're close to water on both sides. The plan would be to generate enough rubber and plastic to get us going into the technology research. We can then get the technology to move the oil back to the main base and to process the oil in the mega base. And why are we here if we're not going to do that? So I've probably overestimated 240 oil per minute is probably enough to get going. I probably don't need a massive oil operation. Let's stop what we're doing and build a man. Uh-oh. Looks like a bad one. Crystal beacons getting removed from the game. Plus, the map is so good now, I don't even know if you need beacons. Don't think we need to cut our iron with copper. At our main base, copper is harder to come by than iron. We'll probably never use this, but of these three, this is the best recipe. Making cable just a little easier to make. Sadly, I'm out of hard drives. Normally, I wouldn't build in the rough like this, but this is all pretty flat. And we're going to rip it all up anyway. Once we get a train out here. Ooh, what am I looking for? You ever do that? You like get caught just looking. We'll do a little mini buffer. Not a huge one. Just a little mini buffer. Ooh, I don't like that angle. Give me the... Yes. Well, I guess if I'm going to do this, I have to do one more. Has to be odd numbers. And now we definitely need a pump. I wish I could see the current flow of a pipe without putting a pump on it. 'Cause sometimes you just want to see what's it currently doing. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. All right. Then all I know for sure is I need refineries. The oil's on this side, so let's build one and just kind of get a sense of what we're doing here. I do like this alternate recycled plastic. So recycled plastic takes rubber and fuel. Fuel turns some oil into fuel. Residual fuel turns residue into fuel. Rubber, resin, and water? What? Rubber, oil, heavy residue. So now I have heavy residue that I kind of don't want. That's okay. Heavy residue. I take that and make fuel. I take the fuel and some rubber. And I make plastic. Or I just do double this. Heavy oil residue. Heavy oil residue. Turn the heavy oil residue into Coke. And then maybe I just send the Coke into the grinder. Making the fuel does seem like a little bit of an unnecessary step. If I make 2 of these, I might not have enough for, I only brought enough for 4 refineries. That's 60. Rubber, if I make 2 of those, that's 80. 140. I'm not even using all of the oil. Let's do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. We'll make plastic out of crude oil alone. And then heavy oil residue, we'll turn that into Coke. Oh, wow, I don't even need water if I do that. So that's a clear winner. Maybe on that reason alone. I think I should probably get... Well, I really don't need to get it going because I'm not going to use it all, but Kind of feel obligated to get this going so we can have oil at the ready. Let's see. Heavy oil residue, 40 per minute. And you're making 20 per minute. And you're making 10 per minute. So we're at 30 per minute. I could crank out one more thing of plastic. We all know that we're here for the plastic. Rubber is nice. Plastic is where it's at. So then 10 per minute, 20 per minute, and then the rubber can be 20 per minute. That's 40 residue per minute. We build this one, give it a little space, right? Just a little, not a lot. And I think we reverse it. Like that. We turn coke 40 per minute into petroleum coke that we immediately send into the grinder. Temporary base, we're here for the good stuff. We don't care about trying to keep a lot of petroleum coke. When we fully integrate this, we'll have different opinions about pretty much everything I just said. But until then, we're all good. Production, organization. We'll store a little bit of that good stuff. One of these needs to merge. One of them goes straight in. Let's get our standard toolbar here. Merge in. Two plastic merge into a single, and then we'll let the rubber go into its own. We'll go 3, I suppose. We need to connect. That's what we'll do. We need a floor connector. Do we have something like that? Pipeline support is exactly what I'm looking for. We'll just go up. We'll turn it. And we'll go in. Then we'll go out. Over. And in. 3. Let's hope that that's not so tall that we need to work out some pumps. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, we're good. I thought I had a clip there, but we don't. Okay, let's put in a pipe. We'll sneak in a pipe right, or a pole right there. And then we'll put in one more. Oh, you're already here though, aren't you? We'll put one more on this side. And then you connect to that one. You connect to that one. You connect to that one. And then one more of you. You connect to that one. Okay, and then pretty straightforward. We just build out from here straight in for that one. 2 junctions for the other ones. 1 and 2. There we go. That little extra pump up should be more than enough to supply all of these machines with the necessary headroom. Oh, wait. A couple more seconds here. Okay, let's interrogate, see what we've got going. Plastic being made, plastic being made. Not seeing any heavy oil residue stuck in the machine. Plastic being made. Not seeing any heavy oil residue in this machine, though. It's getting there, though. All right. Flow rate on these pipes are a little slow. A pump probably would help. Yeah, 'cause this section is filling up a little bit. And then this section is more or less empty. So it's just filling up. We got to pressurize this before we can really judge it. All right, 70 plastic. We need 200 for the milestone. We'll probably wait until we have what? Well, it's going to depend on our resource, our space in our inventory, but we'll probably shoot for 1,000 on each side, maybe. Just so we have enough to do some other stuff. I think there's a hard drive down here. They like putting crash freighters on the beach. Man, I'd like to at least have a signal. I'm starting to see mirages. I'm like, hey, that rock right there must be a hard drive. That's freighter shaped. Uh-oh. I see a yellow. It would not make sense to pass up a yellow. Oh, great. Come on. Are you really going to fly up and above? Oh, that's terrible. I'm not sure I can build this ramp. Okay. First thing we need to do is get rid of this hatcher. Then second thing we need to do is get rid of this hatcher. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that should be the third thing. Maybe I do need a gun. The Xenobasher is so good that it makes guns unnecessary, but multiple hatchers. Oh boy. Finally, a signal. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Hey, an operational one. No repairs needed. Why can't you just be cool? Okay, hard drive. 10 minutes. What's the good stuff? Circuit board, heavy modular. Tempted not to pick up the screws. Yeah, we're full. Full on screws. Some wire over here. Maybe I can grab that. How far away do you think the next one would be? Or is that like the hard drive on this beach? There's lots of interesting coves and stuff in here. I am not dealing with you. I mean, that mountain's like a painting. Whoa. Looks like this beach is about to come to an end. I don't think I'm gonna get another hard drive signal on this beach. Limestone. But there's always that sense of like, I turned around at the exact wrong moment. I actually think I see a hard drive right there. Or a freighter. I'm surprised I'm not getting a signal. Gonna have to drop some cable. I hesitated because I think I want to build a ramp if I can before I get there. You can't build while you're swimming. Okay, so this is shallow water. Concerns were unwarranted. Oh. Kind of a nice area. Cool waterfall. Is this a different starting zone? Anyway. Hey, we've got the frames. We don't have the space. What do we want to get rid of? Normally I'd say screws, but we only have one thing of screws, and our next hard drive is going to be based on screws, so... I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying the irony of it all. There's a lot of waterfalls here. I wonder if there's any secret stuff behind them. Waterfall to a waterfall that pools into more waterfalls. That's neat. All right. Picked up a couple hard drives. I think we should head back. Let's see, what do we have? We have one hard drive being researched and one in inventory. It's probably not the world's most aggressive hard drive collection effort, but we're here for the plastic. That was just a little bonus. Quartz. I guess we should have something in our hand. Let's do Oh, what was that? Uranium. Let's do power slugs. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. Is this a... Oh, this is just a nook. Maybe this is only a cranny. Power slug. Yeah, we're not dealing with you. This is upwards. Yup. All right. We'll see if we can improve our engine output with some of these slugs. Which means we probably need to improve our rotor output. Which means we probably need to improve our rod output. Which probably means we need to improve our smelter output. A lot of gas over there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not some slugs in that mist. Am I swimming? Yeah, I'm swimming. It doesn't look like I'm swimming because I still have my hand out for the object scanner, but I'm swimming. Is there a little hard drive over here? Is that little orange angly thing? I'd given up on hard drives, but... Or is that a rock? Oh, it's a mirage. It is so good, it's generating mirages. Oh no. A floating hatchery? That's bad. Let's see, can we get on the ground here? Do a quick sweep for that. Alright, no signals. Power slugs. There's something in this mess. Alright, we need to preemptively drop something. Oh boy. Why is there so many mobs over here? Oh boy. They are coming for me. Gonna have to do some battle leading. Some combat food. Probably ate a couple too many there.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Yeah, okay. Let's do some research while we're here.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
All right, here's hoping it's a good one. Oh, something that makes better motors. Quick wire instead of wire.
Comply. You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
Steel ingots for rods. Ooh,
Comply.
we are in we must be close to 2 artifacts or something. Just being super aggressive.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Where is this freaking slug? Right next to me. Got it. This is getting close to the point of not being worth it. And I'm not tall enough to grab this. Yeah, that's a come back later situation. And since we're out of food, that choice is made for us. But just for fun, let's run through this and see if there are any other slugs. Maybe some that are easier to grab. Like that one. There's signals somewhere around here.
Harvest it.
There's a lot of alien artifacts, too. Okay, boars. Come on. Be cool. I guess I can't convince you to be cool. There's 3 of them, too. Gee whiz. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Good grief. That was a little bit of a battle. All right, where was I going here? Oh, well, yeah, let's pick this up. We're gonna battle them and kill them. You might as well get the good stuff. All right. Hey, buddy. This doesn't seem to be making a lot of noise. Uh-oh. Worst case scenario. Wait, what? Oh. I forgot to connect this to the power. So bad. So very bad. See, this is what happens when you don't check your work. Ooh, I got a really bad belt on here. Well, that was a waste of 20 minutes of production. Let's overclock you for a second here. We'll let you really catch up. And then what we'll do is we'll build a nice little... All right, since we've already messed up, let's build it right here. We're only creating the baseline per minute in heavy oil residue, but I want to clean out that system a little bit. And then build an awesome sink. Say here. Then confirm that it's working, which includes a need for power, believe it or not. All right, now we're making points. But more importantly, we're just clearing out the system to allow for more plastic and rubber to be created. Did we get any of... Oh, yeah, we got a little bit. 600 on that side. Probably, what, the same on the side? Oh, no. I thought this rubber made twice as much. Makes 20 per minute. Nope, it makes equal amounts. Just has different amounts of waste. Man, if there's a... What was it? Plastic? Recycled? It's got 2 alternate recipes for plastic. Make it out of poly, or make it out of rubber and fuel. Poly and water, or rubber and fuel. And what do I have for rubber? Oh, I do have the alternate for that too. That's probably coming with the... You probably get the standard and this alternate by default. Use water to make it happen. Crude oil and fuel, and then you take the fuel to make power, probably, right? And then use the poly to make your other stuff. Right now, I could use that poly to make rubber, add some water, Then use the rubber to make plastic using some of the fuel. I'd have to run the numbers on that. $3,000. Oh wait, 30 fuel per minute, and this makes 40 fuel per minute, which gives you 30 polymer, and it needs 40 polymer. So you're already in like weird ratios. You have to use 2 of these to make fuel, so you have enough to make 1 unit of rubber. Yeah. I think if we had more recipes in that same vein, we would be happier. Oh, this is a total wash. Faster screws. I mean, maybe. I could cut water. Make more concrete. But we've got plenty of limestone. I don't know if I'm really desperate to do that. I suppose there might be a situation where we would have steel on the belt, but we wouldn't have screws. And we might want to use some steel to inject some additional screws. We'll go with that. It is the best recipe for our situation. No more hard drives, boo. We might owe it to ourselves to do one more hard drive hunt. I'm a little spoiled by that recycled plastic recipe. Looks kind of amazing. We did pick up a better than average amount of slugs, though. Which is pretty good considering we weren't even going for it. All right. Are you stopping because you've run out? Yes. We'll pull you back. I was really shooting for 1,000 plastic. But let me take a quick pause. It'll take 0 time for you. So I'll be right back. And we're back. As promised, you didn't miss a beat. All right. We will make ourselves a little bit of a... Oh, we already have one. Let's use just one. Let's try to have only one junk drawer per location. We want to get rid of most of these types of things. We want to keep all of our high-end materials that we found through the course of those. We could consolidate these slugs into shards. That'll save us 2 spaces right there. And starting to get into some of the good stuff. I guess if all we're going to do is run back, we don't need to carry the concrete back. It would probably be nice to have concrete out here. Some of the basic building materials. I think that's actually about right, but now knowing that, I could probably take this stuff back to the base. Okay. Let's grab some plastic and rubber and complete this milestone. Nice. 400. Good, good. And over 1,000. Good, good. I think this system is good to go. You know what I could do? I'm going to overclock each of these by 1. Maybe just the plastic. Well, no, we'll just do that. We'll just do exactly what we've done. And we'll leave ourselves 3 machines back at base that can get fully overclocked. It's really the base is where it's at. That'll give us a little bit more plastic and a few more coupons. Coupons or coupons? Coupons or coupons? The world may never know. I lost track of my power poles. Though I know where the base is, I don't really need breadcrumbs. So yeah, I mean, at that distance, probably better just to build the power poles instead of building a full coal power plant and then having to... Wait, coal power plant? Where was I planning to get this coal from? Now I actually think about it. We didn't even need the water extractors at all. We didn't need the power storage because we weren't remote. We didn't even need biomass burners. I mean, it's just simpler all around, even for a temporary base, to just run the power poles. Of course, once we build the train will bring with it power. And if you just don't like having extra power poles, that is the argument against it. Of course, secondarily, you could just take the power poles back out, but why? Okay, we are back. Back in the biggest factory I've ever built. Not huge by any means, but it's pretty big. We're going to complete this milestone since all it needs now is the rubber and plastic. And then we're going to look for some milestones that are also easy to make. Or complete without too much machination. Ship it.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
I already know that the truck doesn't have the juice we need to run up our crazy 45-degree angles. Oh wow, not enough rubber. Jetpack is obviously the obvious next nicety. But we also have gas mask would also be good. Alternative fuel transport, eh. I mean, we're going to need it, but it's not jumping out at me. I'm tempted by monorail technology as our next item. The manufacturer. Do we have test bench space for that? Oh, we just have enough materials to build one. Just enough to build one. Oh, that's right. I dropped all of my basic building material. Wisely, I might say. First one around the corner. Second one around the corner. Okay. One thing to always remember about these machines is that they're bigger than you think. And I probably should have a home base cleanup here soon. Basically deleting all the old stuff down there and putting all that stuff on a... Oh goodness, what do we want to make here? Crystal oscillators. Computers. The better motor. The high-end engines, rubber, and smart plating. So the previous project parts are now inputs. Yep, automated wiring. Okay, let's clear our list here. We need to pick a milestone. That's going to dictate what we do with this machine. And the simplest thing to do... I mean, we should just knock out gas mask. Let's just knock that out. And then we'll make 50 fabric. I think that's just a constructor with some mycelia. Let's see. Fabric on this list. Uh-oh. I thought I knew where it was. Maybe I haven't researched it yet. Let's check. Mycelia. No, I've researched it. Oh, does it? No, fabric doesn't cost 2 things to build, does it? I guess there's one way to find out. It does. It does. Mycelia and biomass. Uh-oh. Instant bad news. We don't have a lot of biomass. I might have to do a cut here. Oh, no, we've got... that's a decent amount, actually. Okay, what are we doing? Let's jump in here. You're sitting on 100 stators. And there's a box probably with a bunch more in them. Yeah. You need some rotors. You need a new more on that mission before you need a new mission. 200 plates. And you've got extra plates lying around. Okay, well, you actually need to make more of that. Short on rods. It should angle in. Oh, we're short on steel beams. I think steel beams are over here, right? $50 fabric, 5 biomass for 1 fabric. So if I need 50, I need 250. Okay. We just dropped 400, so we have enough biomass. Oh, I hate to think that we're going to have to do another cut. For all my grand talk about the joys of biomass burners, I am kind of ready to move on. Let's see here. $15 per minute. Okay, yeah, we'll have plenty of fabric in no time flat. All right, so we promised ourselves we would take a little look at our current production line, and we've got 9 power shards on us, so we can upgrade some stuff. And right now, the most complex thing that we have is at the end of the line here, engines. They need rotors. I need to get some labeling done. Rotors are probably here? No. Right next to the engines. I feel like we've made this joke before. Yeah, we definitely need some labels. Okay. This is claiming short on iron rods. Not to say I don't believe it. It's just that's the issue. So let's go down to where we're making iron rods. Figure out where our bottleneck is. Obviously, the bottleneck, in almost all terms, is that we chose to store first. That's bad. I mean, it's suboptimal maybe, because that means half of your materials are going straight into storage. Iron rods. Here we go. So we have 1 iron rod. It's a little juiced, but not a lot. So 22.5 per minute to 37, and well, that only increased it by 17. It's not a huge jump. Are you the only one making iron rods? You know, this sign is both clipping and not in alignment with the other signs. Okay, here we go. Actually, let's run down here and see what... We're going to double check and see how many rods it really needs. I mean, if it needs... Well, see, now this guy's claiming full on rods. It's actually short on reinforced plates. They're making the reinforced plates. They're claiming to be short on iron plate. I think we're just generally bottlenecked around that iron area. Oof. 0 rotors, 100 stators. Try to decide, all right, if we take your rods away, okay, and then we split this down to a stack of 5, and we give you those 5. It's gonna have, what, 3 by the time it finishes? Wow. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well give you some of those rods back. I think we just need to break down and build another machine making rods. How many does it churn out? 15 per minute. It's doing 3/5 of 20. 15 is 4/5 of 20. That should be enough to support it. Build one more of these. You know what? We're gonna juice you too. Okay. So we've got an iron rod that needs a little extra. But we also have a jump port that needs some railings. Let's build that out real quick. We're looking for a conveyor hole that has no one to play with. And then we will drop that down. I suppose that's it. Yep, more rods are coming down. Let's now check on the rods. Make sure they're getting enough iron. And they are. Getting plenty. Iron plate. Some complaints about not getting enough iron plate. We'll overclock you as well. Man, it looks like those smelters are starting to get some work. Well, that one's already fully overclocked. This one isn't, but maybe it should be, but I don't have enough shards left to do it. I could also build out a little bit. How are you on ore? So you're maxed out on ore. You're maxed out on ore. So no issues with ore. Are you burning through your ingots yet? Yeah. We need to test this. And get it to a lower number here. 6. See if it uses it all. Yeah. Yeah, it's using it all. We're burning through the ingots on this part of the supply chain. Let's sort that down. Let's drop that in. Iron plate's demanding 75 per minute. This iron ingot is making exactly 75 per minute. This slower one is making 30. Let's juice this and just added 30 to the system. Double checking our power since we're doing a ton of overclocking. It's getting there. Probably do need to look at power again here soon. So we just added 30 to the system. Not enough. If I turn this off, will it reset the efficiency rating? Oh no, it just drops. All right, let's wait. Okay, it's going. it looks like it needs like 2/3. Maybe 1/3. It's like right at 1/3. Oof. That time it was totally empty. We need to smelt some iron here. Let's do a double down. Why not? That'll add 60 to the mix. And technically, you could say, without looking at the specific nature of where you are in the supply chain, you're probably splitting these iron ingots a million different ways, and you would be correct. But it's also true that basically, basically, it doesn't matter. We will fill up whatever other items are requiring iron ingots, and then those will get full, and then the surplus we built will get passed to the next machine on the line, and then all the other machines down the line that are using iron ingots, maybe all 2 of them, well, screws are also using them, will benefit. But screws are already full. Yeah, these 2 are already full on ingots, but that could be because we're not fully utilizing the screws. Well, actually, we're fully utilizing the screws too, so in this case, primary benefit will flow directly where we want it to go. Ooh, that's a little concerning. Comes up here, gets processed, drops in, but that's more off than I thought it would be. Why is this? Did I just miss? It looks aligned. Oh, maybe that's just the nature of the merger, making it look a little off. Oops, that's gonna hurt. Questioning if I'm even in the right... Am I looking at the right stuff here? No, this is the right stuff right here. Okay. Let's drop... Come on. There we go. And then we'll send you straight down the merge. And you straight down the merge. I'm starting to wonder if I could just turn these belts and then do a build out down here. Or do I absolutely have to go up a level right now? Anyway, let's stay on course before we get too distracted with bigger plans. We have paused the build out of the factory until we make those determinations. This is true. All right, so first we want to check to make sure you're successfully powered up at the very least. Iron ore not connected? Correct. It's possible that we don't have enough iron ore on the belt now. What are we doing? 30, 30, a million, 60, 120, 75, 195. And then down here, we're also using it for steel. And then 195 plus 112. What? Yeah, we're already short on iron ore. $112 iron ore, and then we're probably using it over here for copper. Oh yeah, there's no way this is going to get fully supplied. Ooh, we need more iron ore. Right, and the iron ore is already flying in. Full belt. Production, logistics, 270. We probably need to pull the overclocking for that steel. The belt is doing 270 and the iron ore is doing 240. Well, there is some room to improve that. And I think we'll do what I just said, which is we'll pull because overclocking the steel doesn't make sense if we can't get enough ore to it. And then we'll use one of those shards for a minor tweak to get our belt maxed. 67 is still pretty high. We'll set you to 270 exactly. And then the question becomes, like, do we go for an iron injection? We do have 2 iron nodes right here. Where's the other one? Oh, right there. We could try to inject some iron onto the belt here. Let's see what that looks like. So this is our iron belt right here. And we are taking from that belt pretty close to immediately. That lift looks slow. Is that the right speed? Yeah, it's a Mark III. It feels like there's gaps in there though. Like when I look at that, there's no gaps on that one. But this is going in full speed. What are you connecting to? Oh, the backside. Okay. It looks like it's the right belt. Just that lift speed doesn't look right. It looks like there's way too many gaps. Are we sure that's right? That's a Mark III lift there as well. Is there a little tiny gap of Mark II belt? No, I suppose not. And I suppose it should be obvious that there isn't, because if it were, it would stutter more. I just feel like there's a huge gap there. When I look at this one, it seems like there's more product in the lift. But I guess the real answer to that question is, does the miner have extra ore in it? If the miner has extra ore in it, there's a problem on the belt somewhere. Ore is going through perfectly. So it's fine. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at this. There is a lift table for every single second on there. And it goes up here. Not seeing any pauses there, so that's going good. Anything in here that I need to look at? No. Then we come across here. This looks good. Still doing a level 3 belt lift, but see, look, that one. There's stuff at every hit. But I'm not seeing any delay there either. I know this is such a minor thing, but if we're not getting the throughput that we expect, then we've got a problem. But I am not seeing... right here. Oh, duh. It's because we're splitting. So literally half of it would be like that because we're splitting. Man, it would be so cool if I could take another belt and put it right in here and have half that belt go up, which means one full belt, and have the other half go down, which means one full belt. That would be so good, but you can't. I mean, that's the end of the sentence. You can't. You can't have something with 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Well, there's one thing you could use for 2 inputs and 2 outputs, but that's a whole nother... Actually, I'm considering that now that I'm saying this out loud. That would work. What I'm basically saying is that I could drop an industrial storage container in here like this. It's already at the pretty close to the right height and everything. I could drop that in there and then whip this into that container. Turn this connection, we're actually talking about this one, turn this connection into a merger. Drop this down to collect from the storage container on the bottom connection, and then merge the top connection in there, and then add another iron directly into the storage container. That would give me 2 inputs, 2 outputs. Sorry about that. You might have caught a little bit of that sneeze in my comedic rush to hit the mic mute. But that would allow me to have more ore, more iron ore on the belt without a massive rework. But more importantly, it would allow for more steel and more iron. But I think that is a problem for another video. Let's run over here and grab our 50 fabric that we never checked in on 80 fabric. Great. And let's do this research. Call it a day. Wait, what was I doing with this? Oh. And equipment slot. Was that what I was planning on? There's actually a lot of little stuff I need to do in here. I could probably grab the mycelia, 25 of that. Is this a thing I can add to my to-do list? No. 25 mycelia and 100 rotors. 25 mycelia, 100 rotors. Oh, the mycelia is... Let's think for a minute. It's in one of these boxes because we were making fabric with it right here. Let's make it 25 if you don't mind. And then I remember recently saying 100 rotors. Let's assume that that's for some other mycelia research. We actually have just about 100 rotors. That extra iron ore would be a boon for our production line. We're going to have to integrate that in. For sure. Research. All right. Let's do what we can. You know? Okay, perfect. Do it. Vitamin inhaler. Medicinal inhaler. Fully restores health when used. Fully restores health when used. All right. So we're basically getting some options as far as producing inhalers. We can do it based off of bacon and animal protein, which I think there's probably a joke in there somewhere. And then vitamin inhaler. Right. So that's a little bit of all the foods. And this one is, well, it's a little bit of all the foods. It's exactly the same research or recipe. It's weird. Take the equipment hand slot, always welcome. Also helps with inventory. And then the parachute, just from a completionist standpoint. So now we can put our chainsaw in a permanent slot. All right. That's a good session for me. I don't know where you are, but it's 5 a.m. for me. So that's a great way to start today with a great game and moving ourselves along nicely. We did complete our plastic outpost. Gathered some of that plastic. Oh, you know what? We were supposed to use that for the milestone for the gas mask. Totally forgot. Got into doing research instead. Let's grab the rest of our solid biomass and make some more fabric. we'll have that ready for next time or shortly thereafter, starting next time. Maybe while we're putting together that iron contraption I was talking about. Well, how long is it going to take you? $15 fabric per minute. All right, it's going to take 2 minutes. We can wait 2 minutes. And we'll end on scratching the itch for one more milestone. Just waiting for a little bit of fabric to arrive. Let's juice you up so you can get it done a little quicker. Now we're doing 30 per minute. We have 20 on us. Come on. You know you wanna. Complete that last one. Thank you. And ship it.
Milestone reached. Gas masks and filter parts will ensure increased odds of survival in gas-based hazardous environments. Fixit Incorporated would like to extend the friendly advice to not forget to change filters regularly.
Two fabric to build the gas mask. How much coal? Wait. All that for a filter? Oh, we actually need to make. And another 100 fabric. We're going to need to make some fabric here. This is, it's like, oh, this is all the fabric you need, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then a little bit of this. We might need to get the synthetic so we can build this on the regular. But that is a question for a future video. We got a lot done. Made some good progress. I think we have a cool design to add some more iron to our factory. But until then, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.